You know, what I've learned after 8 years of Shark Tank, seeing hundreds of outcomes, both success and failures, is there's certain things that drive entrepreneurs, and one of them is they're willing to take significant risks and realize that it's not a good balance in life because you're going to work 25 hours a day. You're going to give up certain things for that. And the whole reason to do it is not for greed of money, it's the pursuit of freedom. It's what money buys if you're successful. And so, you know, when I talk to young entrepreneurs now, primarily graduating classes of engineers, I always talk about the journey. You have to be willing to sacrifice a lot. There's a dark side to being an entrepreneur, and it's a sacrifice of time, particularly with your family and loved ones. You know, you have to pursue your business because there's somebody else in another country or even here domestically kicking your ass if they get a chance. You got to stay ahead of them.
I'm glad you said that. We always talk about the struggle is real, but you know, being an entrepreneur, it's like a street fight sometimes, right? Like it's down and dirty, and it's not glamorous, and you're basically doing everything it takes to make it happen.
You know, I have over 32 portfolio companies now, and every day my email, my phone rings. There's some catastrophic disaster happening in one business and some euphoric win in another. The journey is really volatile. And for those that I've got to know quite well over the years, remember, we're in our 8th season at Shark Tank. We each all have a lot of companies now. That journey is remarkably challenging. It's not easy, but the outcomes are fantastic. When you see a business explode, going from 0 sales to 10 million after 2 years, you know you got a hit on your hands. And yet if you ask that entrepreneur, was it easy? Every one of them will say, this is tough. Yeah. It is tough. So I tell people that are listening, get ready for a wild ride, but don't ever think it's easy.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like we kind of grew up, or I grew up watching the show, because that's 8 years ago, basically to the day, is when I became an entrepreneur as well. And that show, your show, really inspired me to do my own thing. I think it's inspired a lot of people. What keeps you up at night now, though? Like, you've had the success, you have this portfolio, you know, presumably, you know, you're bathing in $100 bills, you know, like, but what keeps you up?
You know, I like to compete, and so in addition to my Shark Tank job, I have a real job. It's O shares. I'm competing in the most competitive industry in the world, ETFs, exchange traded funds. I'm competing with huge behemoths with billions of dollars, and I think I can win. And I love that. I love a team. I put it together. I say, guys, we're going to fight Goliath here. We're going to carve out share, and now we're the fastest growing ETF company in the world. And I love that. But it's not been easy, and it's cost me millions of dollars just to fuel it. I love to pick companies that I think can win and then be part of that team that's making it happen. That's what Shark Tank's all about. We all can't win. We're going to all have losers. But at the same time, I love to invest in entrepreneurs that felt the sting of failure, that motivates them even more for the next success. I love guys that have lost twice, and now I'm their third financier. Those people are motivated cowboys.
I love that you say that, because a lot of people will think, oh, failure is not an option, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Failure has to be part of success, right? They go hand in hand.
Yeah, and not only that, but you fail within the deal you're in. You think you're successful with a new product. You're trying to get into a retailer if it's a consumer goods product. You don't. Failure is built into the DNA of a great entrepreneur because they understand, they are able to manage through it. And you know, the challenges of you talk to entrepreneurs that have been in their first 5 years of running a business, they're a whole new person. They have been to hell and back 5 times.
Yeah. Let's get personal for just a second. You know, business is business, but you know, business is also personal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you hold a grudge? You ever had these experiences where someone's mistreated you or stabbed you in the back? Or talk to us about, you know, like the personal side of business.
Yeah, that happens all the time. And I'm an elephant. I remember everything, everything. And in my world, it's karma. It all comes back. If you're an asshole, you're going to have a hard time because karma is going to come and bite you. There's nothing wrong with competition when you're an entrepreneur, but there's integrity and fairness. And so if you're a slime ball and you lie, cheat, and steal, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm somehow going to find a way to get that back at you because I don't like that. I don't mind competing with people that tell the truth, and when the truth is, look, we're going to beat you, and here's how we're going to do it, which I do all the time with people I'm competing with. I think business is war. There's winners and there's losers. And I tell my teams, guys, we're going to get up and do battle. We're going to salt the earth of our competitors. We're going to steal their market share. We're going to make sure nothing grows after we burn down their markets. I like that kind of stuff That to me is what business is all about. I'm not this kumbaya guy. Let's all hold hands. We're competing. We're competing for customers, for share, for capital. We're going to win. We're going to win by taking prisoners, and nobody's left alive. I'm cool with it.